So I'm running a little bit late today, but that seems to be all this year. And next year it's gonna get way better. 100% better because we gotta get back on how we do things on this channel. So this is part two. It's been a while since I've done. This is supposed to be. I did part one. This is part two, and it's a three-part. What I would call series of the Queen Opp, the leader of all of this mayhem that went on and still going on. Word on the street. I had announced it yesterday. They're saying that DANI is actually, it seems, taking allegedly most of the weight to what happened with Michelle. And allegedly, they're saying that she is aware that she's going to serve time, do some sort of time for what she did to Michelle. But she had asked her lawyers to talk with maybe the DA and the judge about giving her a little bit more time to get everything in order before she goes allegedly to jail. Now, like I said, I'm still doing my due diligence on it. It really doesn't seem like a story that's been planted there. It makes perfectly good sense. We all are not surprised if this is in fact what it is, because we knew that DANI was putting hands on her and probably took the place over of doing it for Queen Opp, because Queen Opp physically was not able to handle Michelle like she would have been able to if she was not pregnant.
At least she don't have to keep looking at that. She can actually log in here and read supportive and encouraging comments from the 1%. And I've truly and gratefully, I appreciate y'all so much for that. Well, stop me. Don't hold your rock, Cat Jones. Thank you so much for your love and support, Cat Jones. She said, life is dealing with this black hole of a person way more than the justice system ever will. Anyone who looks up to this developmentally delayed subhuman is scary to me. Lets me know exactly how bad society is. Shaking my head, just know you don't have to be a victim to narcopaths. They only have the power that you give them. Thank you so much, Kat Jones. She is a developmentally delayed subhuman. This is why she searches for people who don't think or talk as fast as her, or that she feels is slower than her. Because she can't really hang. She can't hang with no thorough women. She can't hang in a woman with thorough women. That would eat her up. Because she wouldn't be able to hang. That's not her speed. That's not her speed. Like thorough women that can actually hold a decent conversation. You can't just tell them anything and they go for it, like Shell and DANI. She can't hang in the room. She can't be in a room with women like that. And they'll have her with her head down. She wouldn't even want to be in a room with women like that. Thank you so much for showing up. Shout out to Patrice. She said, I had to rewind what Babies and Fools said when he said they not going to hell, they come from hell, referring to the obsters. Shout out. Thank you so much, Tammy Hinton. Thank you for your love and support. I really appreciate it. Again, shout out to Black Diamond Princess. Susan Carrillo, thank you so much, Susan Carrillo. I truly and appreciate your love and support. I absolutely do. Thank you so much, Susan. I love and appreciate you for that. Hey, Crystal Brum. Hey, Crystal Brum. And Camille said, keep smoking on her, Tiffany. I absolutely will, Camille. Is it Camille? Let me hold on. Am I reading that right? Camille, let me know if I have your screen name correct. Um, and again, Serena said you got them bothered, honey. They need to keep that same energy when Shell was being bullied and abused, and they thought it was funny. Absolutely, I know I got them bothered. Like I said, they lose sleep at night over me. And again, Susan Carrillo also said, Tiffany, you're doing an excellent job keeping your foot on their foolish necks. I command you. Yeah, I go again. I commend you for your perseverance and consistency. I am part of the 1% that wants justice for Shell. I have to open up more of her comment and shout out to Doug. Absolutely. Hold on, let me get to the rest of Susan's comment real fast. Give me 1 minute. I'm so disgusted with anything like it. And my sister said the same thing over on Facebook. She said she never seen anything like this in her life. Any women, chicks like this. Susan Carrillo said, I'm part of the 1% that wants justice for Shell. I've been on the apps and never sent one red cent. I was on the bandwagon that get permanently banned. Thank you so much, Susan. I love and appreciate you for that. That's what I'm talking about. She said, I will continue to support any and all efforts. I've read a lot of comments from the 1% expressing how I was envious of Shell, and I absolutely agree. Give me 1 second. I absolutely agree. Number one, I was envious of Shell's hair. That's why she kept shaving her hair off, so she could look like a baby bird. That's why she repeatedly put lace fronts on Shell, and then out of nowhere, Op creates a reason to rip the wig off of Shell. Her goal was to ruin Shell's hair follicles so she could look like her, like a bird, just like her, no edges, and an infected scalp. Yes, she was envious of Shell's hair. Absolutely, we're gonna go and we're gonna get into this. Now, everybody else has to pay and suffer the consequences of their actions. Who is that she don't have to? Want to rub just because Shell not over there. Y'all saw that old picture of Shell and I, the one before Op got breast implants and lip injections back from the ShopRite days. Shell had long. Y'all seen that picture? Shell hair grows long and thick naturally without really having to do much to it. All the women in our family have long, thick, healthy hair on both sides. Yes, I was envious of that. She fed up. She ruined it. She ruined it because she don't like herself. I mean, and I'm not saying every woman that wear wigs and weaves don't like herself. Of course not. Of course not. I wear weave every now and again. Hair, yes. I've worn weaves and braids, all that. But at the end of the day, a woman that loves herself and respects herself and feels good about herself, she's still going to take care of her scalp. She's still going to take care of what grows out of her head underneath the wig. And as a side note, I believe that all Black women, regardless of texture, can grow their hair long and healthy if they take care of it. Not only that, just take care of yourself in general, what you eat, what you put into your body. And of course, genetics plays a part in that. I understand that. But overall, good hair is healthy hair, okay? Whatever you take care of, it will grow. And I just wanted to throw that out there. Because that also plays into the envy that women have for other women. And I've experienced it firsthand. Since I was a child. Just like Shell did when she ran to trying to ruin her hair follicles because hers are ruined. Give me a second, y'all. Of Shell's family, or not envious of Shell's family, but envious of Shell because Shell came from a loving family and that Op doesn't or didn't. I disagree. I disagree with that. Why would Op envy a family who didn't protect Shell, who just handed Shell over to her? That's hardly anything to be envious about. Why would she be envious of that? That's nothing to be envious about. A family that didn't protect Shell just handed Shell over to her. Here you go. Take her. You can have her. Why would she be envious of that? And see, I know a lot of people said that because y'all want to take her down. Y'all want to see her receive her karma. I completely get it. I get it. But it's important. And this is something that I had to work on too with myself. It's important to not allow your emotions to cloud the truth of a situation and what's really going on. And this is something that I had to work on too. You don't like somebody or something is really irking your soul, it's getting to you, and you just start saying anything. It's important for you to recognize when you're having a knee-jerk emotional reaction to something without really digging into it, to what it is that you're reacting to. Okay. So yeah, that's nothing for her to be envious about. Op family is just as delusional and dysfunctional as Shell's immediate family, including Op's sister. Including Op's sister. And I'ma say this. My sister could never bring a mentally challenged person around me without me asking questions. I want to know who she is, where her family is at, what are you doing with her, especially knowing my sister be out here selling coochie and running the streets. What are you doing with this woman? Sis, talking about this your best friend, and I highly doubt that I referred to Shell as her friend to her sister, because our sister know what the time it is. She know her sister better than anybody on this internet. Just like I know Shell better, our sister know Op better than anybody. What y'all hear on the internet from them. The immediate family knows these people better than anybody on the internet. People get so caught up with people's lives on here. You really think you know these people? No, only the people that grew up with them, childhood, because that's a very crucial phase or period in a human being's development is childhood. My sister could never come around me and come to my house with a woman who she has nothing, absolutely nothing in common with. My sister out here turning, she running the streets, she fast, she get in and out of jail, all type of here. She pop up at my house with a mentally challenged woman. And again, our sister knew that Shell was mentally challenged. She knew that Shell was an abnormal adult. Before Shell even opened her mouth, she knew, because you could see it and you could tell ill intentions with Shell. Our sister not innocent. Our immediate family were also complicit in Shell being violated in some way, shape, or form. You disagree with me on that, I don't care. Because I stay with my thinking cap on. I stay with thinking cap on. If I'm having an emotional knee-jerk reaction, I'm going to have it in private. But then when it's time for me to take action, by that time I have already thought it out. Already worked out my emotion behind it and looked at the situation from a more reasonable, logical perspective. People saying Op's sister called the cops when Op beat Shell up down here in the land. Op's sister don't give about Shell. I'm not impressed by that. I don't know who had her in your house for. Doing in your house. That shouldn't impress me. I want to know what a mentally challenged woman was doing in your house in the first place. Op's sister. Her family not innocent in this. They helped her. They ain't no Op. Not buying none of that. Talking about she called the cops when her sister, when Op beat Shell up. Don't Op's sister have children and a job and a business and other? Exactly. Had to call the police. Not because she felt sorry for Shell. She had to call the cops on Op so she wouldn't be implicated in anything remotely considered criminal and unlawful. Think.
It's just a messed up situation. This is how I can see how Queen Opp is truly on the run, and Danny's about to go to jail. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of stuff's gonna hit the fan, because Queen Opp was being the dictator of evil, and Danny fell for it. She's grown, so we cannot blame Queen Opp 100%, because Danny's a grown participant. Now Michelle's a grown participant as well, but we know there are issues going on with Michelle. She was definitely taken advantage of by Queen Opp, but there's no excuse for DANI. But because of the disrespect that Queen Opp um, displayed when meeting DANI and being with DANI, that is where the issue lies, in the fact that it's going to hit the fan. And once it hits the fan, and allegedly, if DANI does go to jail, it's not going to be nice, because now it's going to be retaliation from the disrespect from Queen Opp to her family, and doing it blatantly because she knows she had that control over DANI, and is going to also play a role in saying, you had so much control over the behaviors of my sister that she's looking at serious time. But what are you looking at? Because you have a paid lawyer who can probably make things go away, because you paid that lawyer to make things go away. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. It's not looking too good. And like I said, this is probably why we don't see Queen Opp that much. She's definitely on the run. She's probably looking behind her back what she was doing before this happened, but more so now. And then we have Michelle's cousin, who is about to put foot on neck. And she's about to smoke on Queen Opp, and let her know, if you want to bully anybody, here I am. Because this is not going to stop. You're going to either get yourself together going forth, Queen Opp, and start treating people accordingly, especially if you're going to be allowed to be on social media, or you're going to have to deal with people's family and friends that are the loved ones of these victims, and you're going to have to keep running. So you're going to have to make up your mind. I mean, she has no choice in the matter now but to fly right, or get flied on.
To Op. Op dad gave Shell a job. Listen, I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is true, why was Shell in your house to begin with? Why didn't y'all tell Op? Listen, Op family is just as dysfunctional and full. I didn't forget about you playing on my Aunt Alice, aka Mabel. About you playing on her name. You was on a roll, played on my aunt name. Doing Shell a favor would have been them telling Op to stay from around them with a mentally challenged person that they knew nothing about, because they already knew Op had ill intentions for Shell. They know each other. Family members, immediate family members especially, know each other. For real. We know each other. We know each other better than anybody because we grew up in the same household together as children. As far as I'm concerned, y'all just as complicit. I keep my thinking cap on. And y'all slick. Op and Ops, y'all so slick. But I'm gonna leave it at that. But know this, Op and Ops sister, I know more than y'all think I know. I see everything. I know a whole lot more than y'all think I know. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Moving on. Op is not at peace. Op is not at peace. When she met Shell, she wasn't at peace then. Op been at war with herself for a long time. And because misery loves company, she targeted Shell so she can make Shell just as miserable. Op had the audacity to say when she met Shell at ShopRite that no one wanted to be around Shell or be her friend. So then she decided to befriend Shell, like she was actually doing Shell a favor. So she decides to befriend Shell because no one was being her friend. Really believes that she did Shell a favor. What type of weirdo befriends a mentally challenged person who was minding their business, whether she had friends or not? Who are you? You ain't doing her a favor. Look how you did it. Look how you ruined it. What type of weirdo befriends a mentally challenged person who is minding their business just to violate and humiliate, just to ruin their life? She preyed on Shell, simple as that, and had the nerve to proudly admit that that's what she did. And I was also envious of the way that Shell stood on principles, especially the principle of loyalty. I was envious of that because I is the complete opposite, pun intended. Op is the complete opposite. I don't stand on principles like Shell does because she's trash inside and out. And I believe, it's my belief, that she's envious of her because of that. She don't stand on anything. That's why her life is in shambles. She's not even loyal to herself. She's just she it's a moment to moment with her. And it's crazy because the type of loyalty that Shell has for I, it's abnormal. That's not a normal loyalty that Shell had for I. Why? Because she's special needs. And I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep reminding the 99% of that because I know it irks your soul. Because you can't justify what Shell endured with the truth. And that's why I'm going to continue to stand on it and speak on it. Because I know it tears up when I say that. Shell has the type of loyalty to Op that a dog has to its owner because she's special needs. Dogs are so loyal, you could beat a dog within an inch of their life, and they'll still have unwavering loyalty to their owner. That's the type of loyalty that Shell has for Op. And Op was envious of that because Op is heavily flawed in her character. Op is so heavily flawed in her character that I believe she really wants to be stopped. Nobody ever stopped her in her tracks before, other than the cops. No one has really stopped Op in her tracks. And I believe she wants to be stopped because she lacks self-discipline and impulse control, like I spoke about in the Opster archetype.
Well, let me tell you something. This is part two. We're gonna go on to part three, but it's really sad and sickening to see a woman. I'm not trying to say stereotype. Maybe I do sound like I'm stereotyping, but yeah, sick individual, Queen Opp. For you to be that cruel to someone that was unstable, like Michelle was, but that was the situation. And if we do not acknowledge it, we use it as it's not our problem, history will repeat itself because what happened to Michelle for 15 years is a sign of a sick, delusional person. And anyone that Queen Opp was bringing in her circle is just as sick and delusional as well, which is a really sad and unfortunate situation because she should not have had to go through what she went through with Queen Opp for that long. And then Queen Opp, I feel as though to her convenience, I'm pregnant. I can't handle her like I did for all these many years. Let's put somebody on board. You know what I'm saying? To help me keep, this person who's not even doing anything to me in check. And it's all catching up with Queen Opp. She knows it, and she's gonna pay for it. I believe she's gonna stay on the run like she's doing now. Be real in the cut. And real cautious where she walks to, where she goes on social media, what she says. And, like I said, allegedly they're saying that DANI is, in fact, looking at time. And it's so sad when you don't even hear of Queen Opp being part of that equation at all. It's a real sad, sad situation. But stay tuned. This is part two.